We have a special episode tonight. It will be the regular Curse of Strahd. However, we have some special guest stars that will be appearing tonight as DM. So we have some unusual things which will be probably causing me all kinds of technical difficulties. Basically, last week the party examined the lower floor of the dungeon and they of the Argynvostholt, and they didn't discover a lot except they discovered 4 revenants in what appears to have been an ancient chapel. And after nearly being in battle with them, they wound up, the revenants were willing to bend a knee to them because of your adherence to the Morning Lord, Lathander, and various things that they approved of. So you wound up being able to circumvent the issue with them, and they knelt to you and gave you some information about the fact that they have an oath that is bound to Argynvostholt until Argynvost returns. So this was what you were faced with last week. So I'm going to bring in our guest DM now. Let me see if he is on the line yet. I'm not sure if he is connected. Are you there, guest DM? Can you hear me? Is this on? Excuse me. Just a moment.
I need to get a sticky note and just cover up that abomination on my screen.
Oh.
Oh, wait till you see some of the others. Anyway, are you there, Santa? Yes, absolutely. I'm here. Oh my goodness.
She didn't change the voice before she did it. It was like an Abzon's Gambit where she was talking as a dragon, and then we asked her a question as a DM, and she saw the dragons. This is amazing.
It's impressive.
Turn your video in.
It's impressive, but wow.
Let's bring your video in so that you are set here. Hold on while I connect you, Santa. 1 second. There we go. There we go. Let's get you centered a little better there, Santa. You're not quite centered on my screen, so I need to get you set up just a bit better so that we have you in the right place. And hopefully you're not hearing too many of the elves in the background yelling at the reindeer. All right, Santa, can you hear me now?
Yes, I think I'm on mic now. I've never done this before. How do we do this? I was told there would be a bunch of good little boys. Wait a minute. Those aren't girls and boys. Those are men and women. Wait a minute. I thought my contract definitely said boys and girls. Well, alright. Okay, it doesn't. Alright. We'll do the best we can then. Good evening. I'm your host for the evening, Santa Claus. I'm reporting from here in the North Pole. I hope you will have a good evening as we get ready for our evening tonight. So, as she was saying, we were, as I understand it, on the bottom floor of Argynvostholt, and all of you were trying to figure out what you were going to do next. Is that correct?
Pretty accurate.
Sounds about right.
Oh,
Shouldn't you be busy with sweatshop supervision?
We know someone's getting cold this year.
Are you kidding me? He's never gotten not.
Kidding? He's not getting anything. Terrible.
Yes, well,
Like all
Well,
those people who have those fried chicken logs.
I may have a problem tonight. I'm occasionally pestered by some of the elves, yes, who seem to want me to sign off documents and delivery schedules and things. So occasionally I have a little bit of a problem with that. So pardon me if sometimes I get interrupted by one of the elves as they come in, but I'll do my best. So we'll try. All right. So I believe that you
You cut out. I don't think you should hear us.
Well, I mean,
Oh no, I want this to work.
It's the North Pole. The internet's going to be crap. Let's just be real about this for a second. Oh, I can't even keep a straight face. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we still can't hear you. She doesn't use the Discord chat.
Hey, stop eating the cord. Why are you kicking me? No, stop. Hey, you're on my lap. Stop kicking me.
Yes.
Yes. Your regular one, please. That's I am okay with that.
That's okay.
Same
with
here.
that. The sound of voice is
We
a
got-
little bit
we got the
difficult
point.
to understand.
You know what? We got the effect, and we can treasure that.
I have enough immersion with the face thing.
Probably.
It might. Well, like I said,
I had a
Santa's
bit of
not
a
the
nervous
greatest.
breakdown.
You're not even on camera. What nervous breakdown are you talking about?
The Santa-related trauma.
I'm
Oh, don't worry. He's getting the Krampus this year.
Test. Okay, there I have
Hello.
voice again. For some reason, the voice is not functioning. Did for a while, and then it crashed itself. I think my computer just simply has too many overloads going on it, so we are going to have to do this not as excitingly as I hoped for with a Santa voice.
That's all right. But to be honest, the Santa voice is a bit difficult to understand.
It's super deep.
like a ho ho ho, children. How are you tonight?
I didn't know we were going into levels of creepy claws here.
Have you been good or have you been naughty? She has been naughty.
It's like Futurama. Oh, oh, oh.
Was that before or after Santa started murdering people?
I think that would have been slightly before. I don't know. I haven't actually seen.
You should watch Futurama unless you're too young, then don't watch Futurama.
All right, we'll go back to me then. We gave her a try, but it didn't work very well.
Hey, it was a good attempt.
That was fun.
At least they got to see a little bit of it before my computer running 7 programs simultaneously, said, "That's it, I quit."
It's okay. We'll never forget it.
You gone too far.
It's okay. We're just gonna have to, start working on that sweet Twitch money, and then get you some computer upgrades.
Get me a tech staff. That's what I need more than anything else. I need a
What
tech
program
staff.
was that exactly?
Face rig.
Ah,
It's on
Can you design your own stuff, or is it?
It's on Steam.
Oh. Can you design your own stuff, or does it have
Yes.
to be like?
They have instructions on how you can design your own stuff.
Fancy. All right.
You mean I could stream as a puff?
Yeah.
Oh God.
My
Oh, God.
son who has his stream actually on Thanksgiving Day. He had a stream and he streamed as a Thanksgiving turkey. So yeah, it is rather interesting, the things that you can do with it. All right, we now have ourselves reasonably set for what we need, and I will proceed on as usual here. I will close this out.
Ooh, I think we have some issues on the stream. I'm seeing parts of Discord.
Yeah,
And a picture of Riz.
yes, because I had to swap back and forth trying to get stuff. You'll see, it'll come back in a moment. You're getting that delay.
I'm sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, you're getting that delay where you're seeing what was going on after it happened. That was me jumping back and forth to control screens, trying to get it to shake it awake and make it take the things that worked just fine when I didn't have 5 other programs running. But once I pulled up Roll20 and all the others, it went, nope, not going there. Or maybe the thumbs down from my entire crew was enough to make it hide in embarrassment. I don't know.
Not entire crew.
Oh,
I was a big fan.
I didn't thumbs down it at all. Thought it was weird. Thumbs down it.
I was all for it.
All right, so here we are back on our regular broadcast. And you were in this room with the sarcophagus, found Riz drooling over it like he was drooling over a master canopy bed. But other than that, what are you planning on doing for tonight?
I think the first order of business is finding a way up to the roof. If we can find out what that contraption is, we might have a clue as to what is going on here.
If there's not stairs, I could just climb up there with some rope.
I would vote to investigate the rest of the mansion before we go outside it.
There is also the crypt in the backyard, but I would prefer to see the contraption before we go at the mausoleum.
Yeah, and I think
Why don't we go upstairs then?
yeah, out of characterly, I think I was outvoted. I think I was the only one that wanted to go to the crypt.
Finish this candy bar before you open up another.
All of the candy. In
Where
any
is my
case,
candy?
I believe the only choice left to us is to go upstairs.
Yes, the only problem was you're going to have to find the way up there.
Well, I mean, there's the stairs in the main foyer, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just go up those.
Very good.
Can I? What would I need to roll for wanting to search to see if there's any inscriptions or writing anywhere on the walls, like statements, sayings, phrases?
It's not
prayer.
It's pretty obvious stuff. Everything is pretty in your face in this section. The big tapestry behind the stairs is just huge, and here I am. I'm this fabulous knight, and the statuary that are around, some of which are broken on the upper area, are all of what look like nobles who look like they may be related. They look like maybe they are cousins or something, but they're all statuary of male nobles in very heroic poses. The various pictures and murals and stained glass windows and everything you see is very dramatic and out there in your face. So if there's something you were looking for, it probably will be pretty easy to spot.
Yeah, kind of like the blood on the wall that says "Don't go upstairs" right next to me.
Oh my god. No, I guess for clarification's sake, I'm attempting to look for anything that might give us a clue about the power thing that might have been missing, possibly.
Give me a perception roll. You won't need
Yeah.
anything terribly high. And let me
Shazam!
get
Damn.
us to our die roll so that people can see what you have. Yeah, you look around and there are some inscriptions on the bases of statues and things as you climb to this second floor balcony area that's at the top of the stairs. The inscriptions, all of them on the base of the statues, read Argynvost. Every one of them. Every statue, the only other words are on this tapestry, again in very flamboyant letters across the tapestry, almost like it's writing in clouds. Very dramatic weaving that they've done on this tapestry is again Argynvost. And there are smaller weavings in the tapestry that say things like the light of Bavaria. Bavaria. Wrong thing. Barovia. The light of Barovia.
Light of
But
Bavarian cream.
right.
Shut up,
It's
Mink.
a
I was just
donut
thinking
factory.
that. Mink, I
But
was just thinking that. Shut up.
you don't
Sorry.
see anything that was like hidden or something that you had to look for. It's just this was obviously a foyer that was intended to impress first visitors with the greatness of the knights and the greatness of Argynvost. And it was not intended to be hidden or have any secret things hidden from it. So you are fairly easily able to go upstairs here. Let me grab you and move you up to the next floor.
Yeah, I would just keep passively looking out for anything that might give us, like, like, you know how when you go into, if you've ever gone to, like, one of those, like the Cloisters Museum, with, like, a lot of the ancient tapestries and stuff like that, there's, like, certain sections that have, carved into the stone a little bit of the story and history and whatnot, names, dates, trying to think what else. Like, just anything that might guide towards where whatever's missing would have been kept or something of that nature. I'm
Not unwise, and I will keep that in mind. Certainly that may come into play at some point. I will remember that you are looking around, particularly looking for those types of things. As you come up
Yeah.
to the top of the stairs, you see this balcony, and again, they don't show. I guess the statuary was on the lower floor, is what it was. Those statues were down below you underneath this because they're not showing here. You see, as you look over the railing kind of behind you as you come to the top of the stairs, you can see the opening to a couple of stairwells here and here.
I don't see anything.
Move your page up. The second
Oh,
floor
it's
is,
up?
yeah.
Oh! Dirt,
Yeah,
dirt.
I did the same thing.
Yeah, we're at the top of the map now.
Okay, sorry.
And let
I
me,
thought it was a whole new page, and it's like, wait, what?
yeah, I've got to make sure I know what you're seeing there so I know what to describe. As you move up these stairs, you can see those two stairwells that are behind you, and you can see a hallway going off to your north and south from where you are.
I assume that like Vlad and Apotus are going, or not Vlad, but Vlad and Dirok are going up at the same time.
You tell me.
Probably.
Well, I mean, I technically try to take points so that if something happens, I'm the first one to be hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dirok is in front of me. I turn
And
to him and
the
say,
aura is your detect magic. You've got
I
an
don't.
aura. What's the aura?
Yes, it is detect magic.
All right. How long does that last, please?
It only lasts for 10 minutes, so with the revenants, it would probably start coming to a close.
Yeah, you've definitely been in that downstairs area with the going up in the first series of stairs and so forth. It definitely would be ended at this point.
Okay.
Which way, Vlad?
Let's try to explore the southern portion first. It is destroyed, so there shouldn't be much to say.
Alright, and I'll start going up this way. Ooh, I see. Is that a door or is that another painting?
As you come to this area, you see a hanging curtain that is blocking off some kind of room or something beyond it. It's hanging on a bar across a doorway looking thing it's a long red curtain that has seen better days. It's very dusty and is starting to kind of fall apart, but it is a long red curtain that was once velvet.
Alright, I'm gonna check out. I probably just see the lower half of, or the lower floor, right? This is the busted side.
Yes, what you see out there at the end of the hall is you can see birds flying around and you can see open air out that direction. And clearly you can see a very destroyed floor down at the south end, possibly unstable. It wouldn't take much figuring out to figure that you might be getting into unstable area as you get further out towards the end of it. There is, however, a doorway that you can see there.
Yep, I see it. I take a look at the floor, then I look back at the opponents. Just stay back. I don't know if this can support all this weight.
Fair enough.
And I'm gonna check out this area. I don't see a whole lot because of the door.
And let me get just a little bit off of the dynamic lighting so that you can see just a little bit better of what you've got in there. You step into what looked like, from the very few pieces of furniture left, this was probably some kind of guest bedroom at some type in the past, but it is just demolished, as you can see there, that the half of the room is gone and fallen away.
I don't see anything that's intact, like
No, the furniture
chests.
is all broken up. It's just wood and shambles in this room.
Alright, I move back, and I'm gonna check this door quick.
All right, let me take that.
If it's open.
Let me take it open 1 second. When you look in there, you see almost identically the same kind of room you saw on the other side. It's in slightly better shape, but it not only looks like the furniture has been intentionally smashed, like someone went through this room methodically smashing furniture, but it looks like it has been ransacked. There is the remnant of a chest, but the chest has been smashed and there is absolutely nothing remaining other than pieces of hinges and a little bit of the top of the chest. So it has clearly been looted.
We'll just do a once through just to see if the chest still might have anything. Is it this or is it this?
It's one of these small pieces here, and it's just, like I said, you see like half of the curved lid and a piece of a hinge and a little bit of the bottom of it, but there's just nothing left of the chest. It has been smashed to about 4 big pieces, and everything has been taken out of it. And even if it had had false bottoms or tops on it, you would clearly see it with the shape that it's in.
Okay. Anything funky with this, like how it was downstairs?
No, this is just a regular fireplace.
Okay. I walk back out. I don't see anything of use besides this stairway here, but we probably want to continue on with the floor before we head further up, maybe?
I
Fair
thought that might
enough.
be the case. That's why I wanted to check the southern side first. We could get through it much faster.
Alright. And then I explained to them that, like, both rooms are pretty much demolished. The only thing was a chest, and that's already been gone through. It looks like... Is this also feeling weak, or is...
No, it's in pretty good shape at this point. You're far enough back from the damage that you are able to walk. You don't feel any tremors or anything that acts like maybe it's about to collapse.
Alright, then I tell the others, I think we're okay going here. Probably still best to spread out to not put too much weight in one area. Just so that they can
Not a
follow.
bad
I
idea.
don't want this to be a Duroc solo special.
I'll go last because I'm probably the heaviest. So if I fall through, nobody else is trapped on the other.
Victor, like, considering this, starts, like, touching the wall as he walks. Just take advantage of the whole spider walk thing.
Yeah.
Just keeping an extra point of contact as he goes.
The curtain, as you approach it, ripples very slightly, as if there's a breeze, only you can't feel any breeze, but it moves as you come up near it.
I take my spear and my shield, and I'm going to use the spear to kind of like move it away to see if I can't look behind.
As you pull the curtain back, and again, let me take the doorway off so you can see it. You see a white marble pedestal with a black cloth covering whatever is sitting on top of it.
Vlad, we need your magic vision.
Okay.
Look at it with your special eyes.
What do your magic eyes see? Will someone back out of the hallway so that it does not collapse underneath us?
You can move further
just
around
been-
or something. Sylvia or POTUS, he wants some. You could squeeze by them, and they're probably in pretty good.
POTUS backs up so that...
I was
you know,
behind you anyways. I
Oof.
just moved up because I figured everyone was kind of following Duroc.
Yeah, Vlad's just been waiting at the top of the stairs the entire time. He doesn't want to collapse the roof. And I guess I'll spend a spell slot to cast Detect Magic.
Okay, you can put your aura back up again so that I know when things are going to be in your thing. You do detect a sense of illusion magic connected to this cloth and the pedestal.
By all the gods!
It is it underneath the cloth or is it the cloth itself?
You can't really tell. The pedestal and the whole area there in that alcove radiates this illusion magic, but it's strongest on the top of the pedestal. The cloth, it feels like possibly it's something that's under the cloth, but it's coming from the cloth, so until you take the cloth off of whatever it is, you won't know if it's the cloth or the item underneath that is causing it.
There is definitely something magical in this room. Does anyone have anything very long that I can use to take the cloth off without entering the room?
I'm holding my spear. I was actually going to see about gently poking it to see if it's actually physically there.
Vlad will take the spear and try to lift the cloth. Is there enough room? Is the spear long enough to actually...
Yeah, if you
That's
got
only-
if you got up alongside of him, you could stay back 5 feet easily, 6 feet.
So
And-
Vlad is like 5-year-old, both hands on it, leaning forwards. Duroc, hold my back, and he's going to lean forward while Duroc holds him in place.
Yep.
Tries to lift the cloth with the tip of the spear.
The cloth lifts for a moment on the tip of the spear and then slides off. It's very silken, and it just slithers off the end and onto the floor, kind of floats down to it. And under the cloth is an alabaster head of Epotus.
Of a
Potus?
Have you been here before?
Have I been here before? No.
Why is your head here?
I don't think I'm qualified to answer
Vlad
that question.
Will walk into the room and try to pick up the alabaster.
The moment you touch it,
Yep.
it dissipates into an alabaster head of a middle-aged, handsome nobleman, which looks very much like the bus downstairs.
Oh, the statues downstairs. So, and I see this, I'm like, oh.
Vlad doesn't know, but Mike does.
I turn back to Potus.
What did
Oh,
you do?
false alarm. It was just magic that made it look like your head. It just looks like the statues downstairs. Can I have my spear back?
Yes, Vlad hands back the blood spear.
Hey,
Thank you.
hey guys,
Curious as to why it wasn't mine, but alright.
you could have looked for a plaque, maybe something to read. I think you know how to read. Some of
There
you
is
seem
n-
smart enough over there.
There is
Dirok
no
knows
plaque.
how to read.
There is no plaque in here. Is there a plaque in here?
Actually, once the illusion disappeared, you can read Argynvostholt.
Yep, I go to Vlad. No, see, it's right there. Dirok could read. It says Angry Vest House again.
There was no plaque before. It was covered by the illusion.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I? Yes, you are right.
I, as a person, am
I-
so excited about this. But Vlad doesn't know what's going on yet.
Don't worry, Vlad. I will not tell them you're going mad.
If I am insane, then so are you. You saw Epotus' head as well.
I saw his head, but I clearly saw the plaque as well.
You said the plaque was being covered. You said the plaque is only visible once.
You said that there was nothing written there. I have.
He's absolutely
I'm Dirok,
convinced.
I'm Dirok B.
Dirk is absolutely convinced that it was there. He just didn't happen to notice it, but it was there.
Yes, exactly.
Hmm.
I'm just being Dirok right now.
Can I try to pick up the alabaster head again?
Yes.
Does it dissipate or is it actual?
It actually seems to be alabaster now. It doesn't seem to have an illusion on it.
I will walk out and hand it to Sylvia.
The bust?
Yes.
It's probably it's huge.
Oh, okay. I was
Look at you with your
misunderstanding.
nuts.
I was imagining something like palm size that
No.
you just pick.
No, these are large Caesar reigns here kinds of busts.
Gotcha. Never mind. Vlad
mean-
picks it up and hands it to Sylvia.
I'm
Yeah,
just gonna let
Sylvia.
you- I'm not gonna take it.
I
I'll
mean-
let it fall first.
Anyway,
I
Vlad
mean,
will walk.
no offense to your strength, but you kind of have noodle arms.
None of this actually happens. In any case, this.
That is a
Is this
door
not-
that you see behind you.
In any case, Dirok, there's another door behind us.
Yes, and I got my shield and my spear ready, and I'm gonna go to open it.
The door swings open into an absolutely gorgeous bathroom. There
the bathroom alone.
are
literally everything
there's-
else in the house.
a beautiful marble tub, dry. There's nothing in it. The walls are painted with beautiful murals of sea foam and dolphins leaping, and above it in the cloud-filled blue sky is a silver dragon flying overhead.
This all looks very valuable and very undisturbed. Can your magic see if this is also an illusion?
Does magic see if this is also an illusion?
No, this looks like it is just a beautiful bathroom that nobody took the time to smash up. Seems to be
No.
just exactly what you're seeing.
Nope, this seems like a beautiful bathroom that nobody took the time to smash up.
Weird. Weird. This looks very valuable. Why would they just leave it if they're looting everything else?
I mean, I think the bathtub is attached to the floor. Is the bathtub attached to the floor? I keep saying these things without actually checking first.
The disembodied voice says, yes, it's attached to the floor.
Santa?
I mean, I can fix that. I can make it not attached to the floor.
Let's not damage anything we don't
Well,
need.
I'm not going to. I'm just saying that if other thieves were inclined to take stuff, they would find ways to whatever. I'm walking out. I'm getting flustered now because I'm talking too much as Dirac. We're checking this door.
Okay, that door opens to a balcony that Epotus and Vlad have seen before.
This is it.
All
I
right.
think-
Okay, Victor, Sylvia, go on ahead. I'll follow.
Fair
No,
enough.
this is not it. This is the second floor. There's one more level up.
I think the
This-
stairs at the end of the hallway to the damaged area might go up. It did go upstairs. I thought I saw it spiraling up.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, there's stairs at the end of the damaged area that looks like they go up.
Yeah, we saw those pretty quick. I thought we were just exploring.
I
Yeah,
thought
this
that was
is
what we were
the,
doing as
to redefine it for those of you who didn't actually go up in the stairs. This is like the regal area where the nobleman would have attended services down below in the chapel. It opens to the chapel below, and you can actually see that the revenants below you have returned to their place in front of the altar on the first floor.
Victor peeks
What?
behind this curtain.
Okay.
I was going to offer something to Epotus, but since he's already moving,
Well, nobody
I
was
don't know.
saying.
Didn't get a chance to. I didn't want to cut off people.
Did he what?
I said I didn't get a chance to. I didn't want to cut off people. Sorry, my sinuses are going crazy at the moment, so my voice is. Don't worry.
When Victor pulls back this curtain, all he finds is pieces of a broken alabaster statue.
Oh, somebody broke this statue. Anybody know that spell? Mending?
I'm just gonna slowly raise my hand and just be like,
I
why?
I do indeed, yes, but I don't think it would work on something so.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. I'm curious about this one.
It's gonna take a lot of time sitting here doing that to fix
If
this
there-
entire thing.
Besides that, it would just be a statue. If there was any magic in it, it would have been released when the statue was destroyed. And
Might
then
be
you
a
cannot-
statue of somebody important.
Well, then find the face pieces.
Or it could be the same statue that we've seen in the rest of this building.
And I might
I mean-
add in there that each of the statues look just a little bit different, like they are a different but related person.
Victor digs around for nose, eyes, and mouth.
Yeah, you can find little pieces of facial things here and there, an ear and a piece of hair that would have fallen over the forehead and a piece of a neck and so forth. You can tell that it was definitely once a bust similar to all the others that you have seen.
I use little bits of like pine sap or whatever from my reagents to try and just roughly piece it together.
You get enough of kind of like half the face that you can tell that it bears a resemblance very much to the other alabaster statues. It's just clearly another one of these many statues that were around the hold.
Victor,
over here we have.
Victor kind of carries it over here, and he's like, "These aren't quite the same."
So what I'm guessing here is say hello to my great grandfather twice removed from another story.
GM, I'm going to send you something, and I just want to...
I thought Argynvost was supposed to be a dragon that lived really, really long.
He might be a dragon, but his knightly followers might not be.
But they're all labeled as Argynvost.
Yeah, it says Argynvost. Why would it be lineage? This place doesn't look that old.
I mean, I've read stories about places where sometimes when you inherit a duty, you inherit the name that went with that duty. So Argynvost could be kind of almost like a name that transitioned into a title.
Maybe just the last Argynvost was a dragon? Yeah.
Maybe they're all dragons?
How are you asking me that, Mike? As you or as...
I'm asking that as me. Vlad doesn't infer this quite yet.
I'm going to withhold an answer on that because it's kind of part of what you need to discover.
Anyway, somebody really didn't like this Argynvost.
We'll just take it with us and we'll fix it over time. We're not going to spend time to fix it right now.
If you're going to take all of the pieces, you will add 10 pounds of weight to your armament.
Not carrying it.
What? Give it to Duroc, what?
Yeah, I can hold like 4 or 5
Duroc
pounds.
specializes in carrying heads.
Pretty much.
I'm well, not only just heads, but I do carry about 500 pounds.
Right, so the other Argynvost looked like a potus. Maybe the real Argynvost was in our hearts all along.
Oh God. Now you're being sappier than me.
If you wish really hard, boys and girls, Tinkerbell will come back.
I'm ignoring him now and I'm opening this door.
Okay.
Can Vlad try to... First of all, he's going to cast guidance, but then can he try to infer the theory that I sent?
He can guess that all he wants, whether it turns out to be right or not. You're welcome to think that that's the theory. Duroc, when you open this door, you find what was another bathroom, a mirror image of the other pretty much, but this one has been pretty well demolished. First of all, the pipes that fed, apparently from a cistern or something somewhere, that fed into the bathtub. The bathtub has been smashed, is laying in pieces all over the floor. The tile that is on the floor and the mural on the walls has clearly had a hammer that has smashed into it. You can see imprints with lines radiating out in it like they smashed it. And it has smashed a crack in the floor under where the tub once sat. And water from the cistern pipes is dripping onto the floor and has made a puddle and is slowly seeping down the crack and disappearing below you. On the wall, this mural is clearly a representation of the mountains that you have seen here in Barovia. It's the skyline of Barovia with the Balanok Mountains and everything that you've noticed before. And again, there is the silver dragon flying overhead with beautiful scenes of forested hills on the mountains and lakes flying underneath and so forth. But it has faded and is cracked. You have to kind of read between the lines because it has been smashed so much in this bathroom. But there is clearly water that is dripping down through the floor here.
2 questions then. One, is there any other water dripping down from higher above, or is this where I'm assuming this is the source
The pipes
of the water?
The pipes are coming in from somewhere else. But the pipes are dripping water. They would have originally fed into a bathtub. There is the pipes come in and there is a rusted valve on the pipes.
What I meant was, is there water dripping from like the ceiling from in this room, or is it just all?
It's all coming
Like,
through
from
the pipes.
So there's nothing dripping any higher than this room.
No, it's coming. The water
So-
source appears to be this room.
Okay.
Can
And
I
then
try to- can
I had a second question.
Dirok, you go ahead and finish yours, and then I'll get you, Vlad.
Does the silver dragon appear any different than the one in the other room besides the fading? Like, is there a different kind of scenery or something?
Well, the scenery is different. The other one was the seashore with leaping dolphins and the dragon flying over a sandy beach and beautiful clouds. This one is a mountain scene with the dragon flying overhead. But all of them are sunlit, beautiful, gleaming skies and joy and beautiful birds and perfect forests and so forth. The only differences between the two is slight differences. Maybe there were 2 different artists, or maybe just a different style on the same artist, you're not sure. But they're pretty much designed to be a pair of mountains and sea with the dragon flying overhead.
Okay.
And then what I was going to ask is, would it be possible to use mending to try to fix these, well, to at least stop the pipes from...
How long does mending take?
It only takes 1 minute.
Yes, you would be able to, you possibly would be able to repair the walls and do various things. You don't know if the valve can turn on its own. It might with it's rusted a bit. You could see what's going on with that.
Sure. Can I try to unrust the pipe or the valve with mending?
Yes. Does it have
I
a
will do so.
percentage roll of some kind? Or is it just happen?
I can put it... It doesn't take any roll, it just happens.
All right. The rust sort of comes off, falls away, and vaporizes into the air. And behind it, in the area that you are repairing, you also see part of the damage to the mural flow back together as if it was original in its original form. So you see a little piece of the mural improve as well.
Vlad will try to turn the valve.
You are able to do so, and you are able to turn the water off. It stops.
Well, at least we won't have to deal with flooding.
I wonder if this actually has any kind of meaning, I say as I walk out.
I don't think this place has flooding insurance.
No, I mean, I looked at the scenery of both rooms. The one that has filled with mountains that we've seen before is all smashed up, but the one with the beach is not smashed up.
Would
I wonder if that...
Would you like me to repair the one with the mountain?
What? I mean...
Vlad will take another minute to repair the thing with the mountains. Go ahead, I'll catch up.
As long as it's not taking up spell slots from you.
That's a cantrip.
Okay. Yeah,
You
no,
don't need
I
to
just
call in
wonder...
the beach, though.
Yeah, I Shut up.
You guys go ahead, I'll catch up.
This is Derek being philosophical. He wonders if this is, like, any kind of indication of why one room was broken into, but not the other. Alright. Derek's gonna keep exploring.
About
People
the
wanna
only
follow.
thing, you could give me an insight roll, Dirok, or anybody, to figure out if there is a meaning behind why one was smashed and the other, and even then it would probably be only a guess if you rolled a successful roll. Dirok,
insight?
this is all human type stuff, and Dirok doesn't have a clue why they would do this kind of thing.
I don't see why someone
Vlad's
would
got it.
smash up perfectly good furniture.
Vlad
What?
looks back and forth at the two, and he knows enough about the landscape to know that the seashore one does not look like anything in Barovia. It is another land somewhere else. However, very obviously the one here that he's repairing is Barovian Mountains, right here in the local area. You can see shapes of mountains and things that you know are local scenery. That's about the only thing you would have, is that they are destroying something that had to do with Barovia itself.
What? Okay, so I assume that I finished repairing the mural.
Yes. It may
So
take you a
that's-
few minutes, but as Dirok is exploring, you would have those few minutes to wander around. Let me get some
And I told
doors
him to
removed
keep
there.
exploring. I
Yep.
told him to keep exploring. I'll catch up.
You look into this room and you find what looks like might be a bedroom. However, this one looks more like it was the bedroom for maybe some of the knights. It's a couple of quarters that are set up very much as if knights would have been here. The beds are somewhat haphazard. They have been sheets have been thrown off and the beds have kind of been pushed aside. What it looks like is somebody was tearing the bedclothes off and pushing the beds aside to see if there was any kind of treasure maybe hidden under the beds or something like this. They pushed things far enough. The rug is slightly flipped back to see if there was anything underneath it and so forth. You do see that there is a fireplace filled with soot on the back wall, and as you push open this door, you hear a hissing sound, almost like steam hissing out of the fireplace.
POTUS,
Yes.
I hear steam from the fireplace. I think it might be that magic dragon you saw earlier.
Okay. He comes up and. Alright. What are you thinking?
I walk in as soon as he approaches, and I point to the fireplace.
And he pokes his head in and looks around.
All you get is you hear the same thing that he heard. The fireplace sounds like it is hissing, like it had a steam valve in it.
POTUS will cautiously approach.
Now I'm going
I will back him up.
check something here real quick. Hold on a moment. I gotta double check.
We shouldn't
Yeah,
have done
these are
this.
10-foot squares.
That's bad news for us.
I'm gonna stay right about
I just-
here.
I wasn't sure if this map was 5-foot or 10-foot squares. I had to remind myself of which it was.
Oh.
Okay, as a POTUS reaches the end of the rug, the fireplace seems to like explode in a cloud of soot. Soot just explodes out into the room, and the air in the room is thick with old wood soot that is in it. Something has poofed the soot out towards you. You can't see. The fireplace is almost completely obscured at this moment.
Are you alright in there? Just,
I suppose Victor, who doesn't have to breathe, would actually be the best one to go.
I mean, I have my shield. I can use that as like a giant fan to try to clear everything out.
Yeah, we're both just sitting there like.
Yep. So that's what I'm doing. I'm
Eventually,
fanning
it
everything.
takes you a couple of minutes, kind of like the length of time it takes you to get the smoke detector to turn off in the house when you burn the hot dogs on the stove. It takes a little while for it to clear out, and when it does, you see a small dragon flying in the fireplace. It is only about 2 feet tall and maybe 2 feet wide with its wingspan. And it appears to be made out of coalesced soot. It has a smoky, sooty appearance that you can kind of see through it just a little bit. It's slightly translucent, and it literally looks like it's been created out of soot. And it's standing there with some red eyes kind of gleaming at you, and it hisses again in that steaming sound. And as it hisses, it blows out a breath at you, and more soot comes out of the mouth and covers all over you. You've got soot on your shoulders and soot on everything.
we get it, you vape.
I'm fanning again. Can't you talk to it?
I can't. I've been trying for the past minute. And he just calls out, "Stop it, Draconic."
It gives a little hiss again, kind of an irritated hiss. And it says in Draconic, "Leaving now." And it flies right past Victor.
Ah!
So it passes between us?
Yes, it passes, well, it passes south of Apotus. It just flies around you, flies over
Can
the
Victor
beds,
try and
out of
catch
the room. You can give me a dex save and try to.
Alright.
A dex roll, I mean, not a dex save.
Alright. If my character sheet would open up, that'd be nice. I think roll. Yep, here we go.
Roll 20 often slows down. I haven't even seen it yet. What did you get?
Not enough. I just kind of waved my arms like, ah!
It like oozes around you, and the soot dissipates for a moment as it tries to, as you try to grab it. Your hand kind of passes through it. There is some substance to it, and you feel like if you just gotten it just right, maybe you would have captured it, but it just dissipates into kind of a cloud, recoalesces, and moves on towards, clearly what you can tell is it's moving towards the stairway that you saw.
Oh, there's soot on my pelt.
Yeah, all three of you would have soot all over you.
I start walking out. I'm still fanning.
I feel like it's about at this point that Vlad walks up and, "What happened to you three? Smoking is bad, you know."
Smoking is bad for your health.
Hippolytus uses his fire breath on.
Probably the best way to clear out your pipes.
Probably.
Which direction are you using your fire breath, and are you using your fire breath?
No.
Okay, so Vlad sees the little smoky, sooty dragon fly into the stairwell and disappear around the spiral.
I think that might cause some problems.
Yeah, we still have that one person downstairs and the horses outside, so let's go try to catch it.
Did it look like it was flying faster than we could run?
It looked like it could when it tried to avoid Victor. and was trying to avoid a POTUS. It looked like it could move very fast when it wanted to. However, as it flew down the hall and into the stairwell, it was flying rather slowly.
Sylvia, you and I can go follow this while the other three finish clearing out the.
I'm fine. Just a little grumpy. Let's go.
All right, now, which
Yeah.
way are you going to go? Are you going to split the
Up.
party?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
We
that
don't
was an
even know
are
what
you
this
sure?
thing is.
Are
I don't even know
you
what this thing
sure?
That's trademark
I
Come
infringement.
on, you two. Let's go.
Let's finish looking at these two rooms real quick.
Yes.
I'm the only one who can detect
Whoa, okay. When Dirok steps on that tile,
Can,
Oh, great.
Would I have detected
Oh.
magic?
I invoke danger sense.
you may have detected magic, but he was there before you had a chance to open your mouth.
Dirok!
I invoke danger sense.
All right, hang on just a moment. I got to see exactly how it works here. Oh, okay. That's what they're talking about. As you step in, I guess you're going to be splitting the party. As you step in, you hear a thud, and it happens right beside Epotus. Epotus jumps, and right behind him, and is this, it must be on another layer. Let me see what layer it's on. There it is. Right behind him, a wall drops down. A solid stone wall drops from above behind it, and the three of you are effectively trapped on this side, on that side of the wall. And the doors to either side of you
Oh, great.
fly open.
Begin Skyrim battle music.
It
Okay,
pretty
so there's
much.
a wall just below a POTUS.
A wall
Yes.
dropped down from the ceiling, cut you two off from the rest of us.
Yes.
That's not good.
I like the way you just said, oh, that's not good.
And from either side of you, you see ghostly, phantom looking warriors move towards the doorways.
All right,
Group up
Sylvia,
with
you
me.
need to make some bad decisions.
To the
Group up with
center.
Group up with me.
Not Epotus, Vlad, to the middle. And I'm backing up.
Are we rolling initiative?
Yes, the three of you are. I'll have everybody roll initiative anyway, because that'll just help us figure out what is happening when. Let me get one of these warriors copied and out where I can use it for my roll.
Well,
I
this
am not
is horrible.
fast!
Boop and boop.
Wow.
All right, I'll take that 10.
All rolls below 10.
All right,
10.
let me now
Oh.
find the.
I have
Character
advantage. I
sheet.
got a 10.
This is not the one I want. I want this one. Okay. All right, let's open this one up. And I will
Sorry
roll
about that.
its initiative.
Roll initiative.
Oh, I'm nowhere near you guys. What happened?
What I'm going to
We
do.
split up the party.
Yeah.
We went into a hallway and a stone wall dropped down in between.
And I'm going to make these two groups be different roles. They'll move on different turns rather than all of them hitting you all in one turn, which would be a little bit overpowering. All right, there we go. All right, has everybody
still
rolled
feet on my
initiative?
knees.
I only see Victor, POTUS, and Vlad.
I just was making sure I had to because I was like, I'm not.
I need
figuring
Dirok,
this out.
I need...
I selected my token. It said no valid token was selected, but I did roll a 10 and a 6. So I have
Okay, let
advantage
me
with
just...
that.
I'll add you then, just a second.
Tine, why am I getting high initiative for something I don't even know what's going on?
Because you're the bard and then you make bad decisions.
You guys all made the really bad decisions.
Apparently.
One, two... they pretty much go together anyway. So it didn't make much difference to have them have different roles. Let me put these in order. And... we will have Sylvia scream first.
Or die coughing.
Which is probably
You
about all
weren't
she
in
can
this,
do at this point is scream.
I'm not in the fight though. Like
That's what
that's
I
what I was
said.
trying to-
Ah, it's about all you can do. Or do something.
Celia, let's try and go through here. Points at
What?
the door next to it. See if we can get through. Come on, bad decisions are your thing. Let's go.
Victor is an enabler.
Not today, good sir. You go right ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Okay, so what is Sylvia actually doing? Ten, 9, 8, 7. What is Sylvia doing?
Victor, make your choice.
No, it's Sylvia's
It's your
turn.
turn.
It's your turn.
Six.
What I said for you to go ahead. I'm not
No,
doing
this
anything.
you're on. This it is not his turn.
So-
It is your turn.
Oh yeah, sorry. I forgot. It's still his turn
I
earlier.
run past Victor and I go into the door.
I can't do this on camera. F you, dude. I'm not doing this on camera. No, I'm just gonna stand there kind of confused. What the hell just happened?
All
The
right.
end.
So we will move on to one set of the phantoms, which this set is the one on the left. This group of them move quickly through the door. Let me see their movement. Yeah, 10, 20. These front ones are able to get right up into Dirok's face. And the others are a bit behind. They're not quite in melee range yet. But they are able to strike at Dirok. So they have long swords that they swing twice at you.
Alright.
I'm waiting for roll 20 to do all of its rolls. What's your armor class?
18.
18. All right, both of those missed. The other one, come on, roll 20. You can do it. Oh, let's see. Okay, one missed and one hit. It was only 1 point from a crit, so you just barely missed a crit. But it's 7 force damage from this glowing sword that hits you. It does not slice you. It like hits you like almost as if you were hit by something bludgeoning. It is some kind of ghostly force that this sword is. The other group also moves forward. Only one would be able to get in range of Ipodus. The others would be further back. And it strikes at Ipodus. 1, 2, and a 9 and a 7 miss on him. So Dirok, it is your turn.
Before I go, you said I took 7 damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I did that right. Alright, seeing as there's far more than I was expecting, I am just gonna go fly into a rage and start attacking.
Stab, 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 stab.
Yep. Let me just find the correct one to use. I don't know why I have 4 blood spear attacks. Alright. I am going to attack the bottom one.
All right.
This one, 23 and a 17.
I've got to look, yeah, and you are using a magical weapon, right? And it is
Yes,
piercing
the blood
damage from
spear.
a magical weapon, yes. So
Yes.
it takes all of that. It takes all 23 points of damage.
Okay.
A portion of it like evaporates and moves off as if something had blown it away like a piece of gauzy fabric. It just sort of disappears off to the ends. All right. Any other moves before I move to Vlad? Vlad, it is your turn.
Channel Divinity, turn undead. Everything within 30 feet of me. Every undead within 30 feet of me must make a wisdom saving throw. So basically everything within that aura has to make
Right.
a wisdom saving throw, or it is turned for 1 minute. Alternatively, if it is CR 1 or lower, it is instantly destroyed if it fails. And I will use 2 charges of the Amulet of Ravenkind. Wait, 3? 2 or 3 charges to give them all disadvantage.
All right. First of all, give me the stats again on what they have to roll for the turn undead.
It is a DC 17 wisdom saving.
Wisdom, DC 17.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage. All right. So let me do the 4 on the left first. 1, 2, 3, 4. You said DC 15?
17.
17. All right. Only one of them saved. 1, 2, 3. The one near Dirok on the top saved. The other 3, because it rolled an 18-18, all the others failed. So let me put something here for a fear. That would be prone. Let's use that as the fear symbol on these
And
3.
if they are CR 1 or lower, they are instantly.
No, they are not. You're a long way past CR ones. All right, now the 4 on the other side. Let's see what happens to them. Wisdom. 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 They all failed with disadvantage. Every one of them. So they are all feared. All right.
Okay, so they all must use its movement and its action to move as far away from me as it can. If there's nowhere to move, if it's as far away from me as possible, it can only take the dodge action.
All right.
And there is no repeating saving throw. But it does break if it takes damage.
All right. So it must use its full action. So basically, it cannot attack because it's using its action to move away from you.
Mm-hmm. And it's not taking disengage, only dash.
Okay. Very good. So we are now. It is Apotus's turn.
But wait, that was only my action.
Oh. I forgot.
Well, don't let it pause, dude. Just keep going.
My bonus action, I'm casting Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. What form
And
will your spiritual weapon take? So I can just quickly pull something out.
Just the sword. And I will attack the one that was not feared. The one by.
All right. Let me grab a sword onto the board here real quick. Come on, there. Let me shrink it down and pull it into sight. And I will give you control over it. I'll put it behind it to make it a little easier to see because of what's going on. And let me give you control. Controlled by. All right, you should be able to move it now. So swing me your attack if you haven't. You have. All right, 22 hits for 9 damage. I got to move the sword. Its circle is too big for me to
So
grab
I'm trying
the.
to.
Yeah. 9 damage. There we go. All right, now you can move it wherever you want. I got the points taken off of that one. Sure, yep. All right, Apotus.
Well, we're gonna do what we usually do. We're gonna drop a spiritual weapon sword over here.
If you attack them, they will return to combat. Let's focus on trying to kill one at a time.
Are you kidding me?
Would you rather have all of them attack you at the same time?
Yes, and then he casts spiritual weapon and attacks this one.
Okay. It's upon us.
Let me copy
We'll just
the.
leave them in here.
Yeah, okay, so let me put it here and put this one on your control.
The spiritual weapon bros.
Yep.
Okay, and then we're gonna attack this one.
All right, so now that one is under your control. All right, so swing and see if you do any damage on it. That is it. Is that the swing? Yeah, that hits. So this one is immediately back out of fear again.
And then he is going to.
What happens to
reach
the
out-
disadvantage, Vlad?
It's just the one time.
Okay.
And
but
then
it-
he's going to reach out and cast Chill Touch on that same.
Okay. All right, so it takes 20 damage overall.
And if the 15 hits, it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn, and it also has a disadvantage to attack me until the end of its, or until the end of my next turn.
Actually, I was wrong. The 8 did not hit. I thought their armor class was 15.
Okay,
It's not.
So 15 does not hit.
That does not hit, yes. So let me put 8 back because I was wrong on that. I misremembered what the armor was. So it took 12 damage from the spiritual weapon. All right, we are up to Victor.
All right. Victor opens this door and peeks in.
All right, let me take the door
be
off
right
the
back.
hinges here, and you will see another bedroom. It looks a little bit more upscale than the other one. It looks like it possibly belonged to a somewhat ranking knight, and it is in pretty good shape. The bedclothes have been thrown around, but the furniture is in actually fairly good shape.
How's the condition of the wall or the structure of it compared to the one that kind of fell in the hallway?
Now you're talking about the south hallway?
The far wall here, how does that compare to the wall over here that came in?
It looks like it's the same thing.
Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to head into the room and can I see if there's anything that looks like there may be a hidden door or anything there, like with perception?
Let me just read what it says. The contents of this room are draped in cobwebs. Between curtained windows stands a black marble hearth with a sculpted mantelpiece, above which hangs a framed portrait of a handsome, well-dressed man with a wry smile and a thick mane of thistledown hair. Opposite the fireplace is a large bed with a rotting mattress and wooden posts carved resembling dragons. Across from the entry doors stands a tall wardrobe. Its doors hang open, revealing a dark, empty cavity. The only other pieces of furniture is an overstuffed leather chair facing the hearth.
Sorry, what part of that was a empty cavity? Was that the
The wardrobe.
Okay. All right. So let's see. So I'm gonna peek into the wardrobe and just see how big of a cavity we're dealing with. Do I see Narnia, or do I see another room, or just
Pretty
a
much.
wardrobe?
What you see is Doctor Who's phone booth. It seems to be a lot bigger on the inside than the outside.
Huh. Victor kind of hesitates at this, and he shouts into the wardrobe, Dirok, the Pothus, can you hear me? Do I sound close?
And they would hear you, yes.
Yes.
Ah!
I'm gonna try stepping in and say, Sylvia! So,
Your
what
voice,
happens when I
your
step into
voice
it?
suddenly goes dim to Sylvia, and you find yourself right between two sets of phantoms.
Yep.
All right. Do I
Oh,
see
you
the
did
path
that.
behind me from where I came in?
No, it looks like a wall.
Am I able to go through it if I try?
No.
Oh, well, shit. All right. So, let's see.
Welp.
I say,
Welcome to my party.
Good news. I found a way in.
My job is done. I've killed the
Bad news. I didn't find a way out.
Let's Sylvia be the only one who gets out of here alive.
Oh,
What?
no. Hold up. No.
What?
Yes.
Oh, wait, no. Epotus has not yet drawn the sword. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
So, Victor, at this point, is going to go ahead and call it a moonbeam. And let's see, is this door open? Do I see
Yes.
these through
Yes.
here?
You
All right,
see
then
everything
I'm
in
gonna
this hallway.
All right, I'm going to drop a moonbeam on these guys and just keep brandishing my shovel at them.
All right, so the two to
I'm
your
gonna
left.
Yeah. I'm going to do a
Okay.
level 4 moonbeam again, because that was fun last time.
I'll say this,
Okay.
Mink. Your plan was a good one.
Yeah,
You
it just
you
didn't.
forgot one
It
fatal
did.
flaw.
It didn't.
Everyone else.
It didn't survive the first encounter, like so many plans that go awry. Exactly. So they have to do a con save. So can you draw your circle there? The squares are 10 feet to give you an idea of your circle. If you'll do that, I'll
if it's
do
10
there.
feet by 10 feet, it's just one of those squares.
Okay. All right. I thought it was a
You know
10
what's
foot.
weird?
Yeah. Okay. So the square, that's where it is. But if you need to move it, it helps if you have the thing. All right. So
Yeah.
Constitution, the first one fails. The second one. Come on. I'm waiting. Rolls a 17, so it beats it. So it only takes half damage. So it was 25, which means 12 on the bottom one. Top one takes all 25 and is no longer feared.
And what exactly were these things again?
They're ghostly, phantom-looking things.
All right.
And the bottom one takes 12. And they are unfeared.
This will be wonderfully confusing for Sylvia. Like, Victor bursts into the room. She hears like, Sylvia!
Yes. It's more like Sylvia. She hears his voice fade off, and she can hear the sound of battle going on, and people shouting, and Vlad yelling, "Don't hit them! They will be..." and all this stuff going on. I have good news and bad news, but it's all like it's off in the distance.
What makes this worse is this bottom one is feared, so he's just gonna run right into the moonbeam and
Yes.
be unfeared.
Well, I might
Okay.
as well activate Spirit Guardians.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about the fear. The reason that I didn't do the fear was because they have to come to us. If they're all afraid, then we don't have the mobility in this area to take advantage of.
We can focus
Uh,
on one side at a time.
Okay,
Yes, if
Sylvia,
you want to be here for the next year.
you
Now
have
I a better
an open
understanding
door,
of-
and you are all alone, except for the fluttering sound of wings in the stairwell.
Come join the fun. Come join the fun.
I love my idiots. Okay, so there's a wall.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Is the wall that blocked them off like right here?
Yeah, can you see that red line?
No, I see Vlad's name more than I see the line. That's why I was just
But,
double checking the
Let me do something here real quickly.
He's okay. He's good.
No, just a moment. Let me. Hold on. Come on. Alrighty, let's take this real quickly and make it tiny so that it fits the scenario. This will give you all a better idea of what you are seeing. Oops. I'm trying to take off the line, but there. Let's try
And the
again on that.
the wall that's there is pretty much a solid thing.
Yes, it
Non-magical. Just they activated the trap
looked,
card.
yeah, it dropped a trap door basically.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to get a feel for what I'm seeing. Nah, I'll just do this. Okay. I'm gonna look at the wall ahead, look back at the door, look back at the stairs, shake my head, and I will cast. Let's see if this is the right one to do. Oh wait, that has too much information on it. Sorry, I have to quickly fix this spell card. Okay, so yeah. And I apologize for taking up so much time. It was one of those things where it's like I had two moves I could make, and I had trouble deciding which one. So like right where I'm pinging, I'm gonna do Big Beast Clench Fist. In
Oh,
that
man.
location.
Nice.
Just break down the wall. John Cena!
That's what I was going to do. I was going to turn into a rhino and charge the wall.
I don't think there's
I
enough room
put
for
up
you
the
to do
rhino
that.
sheet and everything.
My plan was to rage lift the door and get everyone out while everything was feared.
How long does this last? One round or multiple rounds?
Up to 1 minute.
Okay, let me pull
And
a
it's a concentration.
fist out. Well, you don't have much to break your concentration right now. That's the one good
No, not
thing
much.
in all this.
Yeah, not unless Flappy wants to start something.
Right, it's not giving me. Let me
Um,
try a different
And then
category.
at some point, I'm gonna need a blank sheet for its stats.
I'm going to you'll be able to just type them in on temporary at this point. We'll do a permanent one afterwards if you
Yeah.
want. I'm not finding a fist picture, which is like, okay, dudes. Why it's not giving me. There we go. There's some fists. All right, let's see what I can use here. They're all very warlike.
I have to pull a bit
This'll
myself.
this'll work. for now. If it'll ever come up on the screen. It's going to be one of those that's going to disappear behind the screen, apparently.
Whee!
That's how I pull these out and they disappear, and that's why you don't see them later, and then suddenly they appear at weird times. It's the oddest thing how this happens. So I have problems with this. And I'm having all kinds of. These are all white background ones too.
Yeah, my bad. If I had known I was gonna drop this thing today, I would have asked you for stuff soon. Like, had you had stuff sooner, so that was my bad on that one.
I can't get any of these to react on the screen. They're all just disappearing as fast as I take them out. And I don't know why. The only one I can get to actually come on the screen is not the format that I would like, but it'll be a good start. I can clean it up later for the graphics. So let me give you control of it. And you can type in its health once I find, there we go, that one.
Nah, I'm not too worried about the health. It shares my same health pool, apparently.
Alright, now I'll shrink it down so it's not the size of the castle, and we'll be set.
I just love the fact that it has like 20 AC, though.
Okay, so what damage does it do?
Let's see here. On a successful hit, melee spell attack. On a successful hit, it takes 48 force damage.
Okay, so does it?
D20 for the attack, I think.
Yeah, it would be a D20. I don't see any add-ons that apparently go on that. I don't know if your spell add-ons happen or anything, but I don't see it there. So it apparently is just a straight D20 roll.
Yeah. So, bloop. But I'm punching a wall, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Actually, that just misses. You can see the wall give just a little bit, but
wouldn't that be, what's your charisma score? Or
modifier? Or
yeah.
5.
So wouldn't that be 19 then, if it's a melee spell attack?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how this works. AC 20.
Yeah, it says make a melee spell attack using your statistics. Okay, so yeah, then it would probably add.
Okay, so that would add it, yes.
Modifier.
So it does hit. Roll your damage, which is 48. Yeah, 48 force damage.
Sorry, I had to tab back onto that page to double check stuff. It's my first time using the spell, I'm sorry.
Yep, roll a 48, there we go. So the wall takes 12 damage, and you see some of the bricks loosen on it. It looks like it's definitely been weakened.
So pretty much all those guys are hearing on the other side is just something just punched the crap out of this wall.
Yeah, and as far as they know, something else massive is about to come through and attack them from the south. All right, the warriors on the left, they get in a confugality here. This one moves to here. He moves through the damage. So what was the, let's see, go back to the moonbeam. It was DC 17 con, which everything's frozen up here. Come on. It rolls a 12, and it had a disadvantage anyway. So for that one save, it takes the full 25 damage and is no longer feared. A lot of wisps have blown off of that one in the process of moving through the moonbeam. The others on that side that are not feared, that are in the moonbeam, let's see, it'll be on your turn again that they will take their next damage. So they will do their attack on you. 1, 2, What's your AC?
15.
2 misses on the first one. 1, 2. A crit and a hit on the second one. You took a total
no.
of 18 force damage.
That's all force damage?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
All right, now the ones, let's see, the one on Dirok. 1,
Bring it.
2. 1 hits for 6 force damage.
So 3.
All right, now on the other side, this one will move into, whoops, let me not grab the sword. This one will move into attack Epotus. This one will retreat. This one will retreat. And this one will retreat. And I grab the sword again. Sword space is big. Will retreat. So they basically go that way. And this one attacks Epotus. 1, 2. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Come on. My God, it's taking forever.
That's the one that. Oh no, I didn't hit it. Never mind.
Yeah, the one that you hit is attacking you. And you're 21. Wow. Both of them missed with a 21 AC. They made powerful hits, and they almost. I mean, it like skitters across your armor and thuds into the wall, and it was such a powerful hit that it chips some of the wall next to you by the windows. All right, so it is Dirok's turn.
I am attacking the one that is in front of me since the other one fled. 26
That
and
is
an
a hit.
18.
Those are both hits, and it takes a total of 21.
And then I yell for Victor to get back over here, get behind.
Vlad.
Vlad is, well, I mean, these guys, do these ghosts seem super?
Super what? Can't hear you.
Hurt, damaged.
The ones, which ones?
Just the ones, all of them in general. I know that the one next to Apotus, or Dirok here, is looking particularly rough.
Yeah, it looks like about half of its substance has blown away. The ones in front of Victor that took the moonbeam the first time are actually not looking quite as bad as the one in front of Dirok, and the one that ran through the moonbeam and out the other side is looking very wispy. The one in front of Epotus is looking pretty hale, but it has taken some damage. All the other 3 are in full strength.
Okay, so my action, I'll just cast Spirit Guardians, and I will select. Well, I can't see Sylvia, so Victor, Victor, Dirok, and Apotus to be excluded. It is a Wisdom DC 17 saving throw, or 18 damage, and it is. They move at half speed while within the 15-foot, so I will put another aura.
Okay. Put like a blue or something aura so we know what the different ones are.
So these like celestial knights, Vlad looks around after his channel divinity was in a single round completely destroyed.
Yeah.
And
okay, so those 2 are both within this damage area, so let me do wisdom saves on those 2. One on the left rolls a 1. The one on the right rolls rolls a 5, so they both failed. And they both took 18 radiant damage, I assume. Yeah, because obviously. All right, 18.
And he just looks around, whoosh, and these celestial knights rise up out of the ground and emerge from the walls and such and start attacking these ghosts. As my bonus action, I will move the spiritual weapon over to the one beside Dirok and make another attack.
Okay. That's a definite
sure that
hit. And getting the weapon. Darn it, I got to move the weapon a bit because it's overlapping and I can't pick up the... It's got a huge square, little tiny sword and a huge square. So it takes 8 damage. It is looking very wispy. It looks like a good strong breeze would probably blow it away, but it is still ticking.
Dirok, fart.
Epotus.
All right. We are going to bring the sword back over here. Smack this guy. Oh, he's actually going to switch places with his sword. So he's kind
Okay.
of going to do that, like move
Gonna
around
dance
it.
around.
and
Yep.
switch
Gonna
with
do a
the
sword
Yeah,
dance around it.
Yeah, and then like bring the sword down as he pulls the sunblade out, having the appropriate distance from Victor.
So that Victor's only in the dim light.
Victor should be at the very edge of the dim light.
Okay, so you need to make an aura on yours too. We got auras all over the place here. Auras of, make it a red or something.
Try to find like a dull sort of red.
That'll work. That
And
gives
then,
me clearly gives me the 2 zones there, so we know what's going on.
Yeah, and then we're gonna smack him. I'm assuming he's on.
Yeah, Dirok, I'm definitely not coming over that way now. It's not that.
So
I don't even notice it. I will throw you over there.
okay. So, this thing is undead.
Yes.
There's the spiritual weapon.
All right, that hits for 6. Let me take that off. I'm getting the weapon again. Let me move the weapon. 6. It's starting to show its wear. Pieces are starting to fly off of it.
And then he pulls the blade and does it.
Whack, whack. Both of those hit. And that is 20, 34. Let's see what he's got left here. He has 34 points remaining. He evaporates just like you took some kind of cobwebs or gauze and ran through it, and they were old and just fell apart into little pieces and blew away on the wind. And you hear like a whispered sigh of must return. Victor.
Okay.
Roll
well,
your...
yeah.
Oh, you have
I'm
more?
gonna keep. I'm just gonna keep moving.
Okay.
Give Victor a little more space.
All right. And so Victor, roll your there we go. Those 2 are in it. So let me give their con saves. 1. Roll 20's getting slower and slower. 1, 2. There we go. 12 and come on. 13 does not make it. So they both take 20. 33 damage. Let's see what we got left here. The one on the south is still ticking pretty good, but it's been blasted pretty hard. The one on the north is looking a lot like the one by Dirok. It's looking in real bad shape. All right.
I'm gonna swing my shovel at that one.
All right. That's a hit. Yeah, that is a hit. The 16 is a hit. For 7 bludgeoning, is the sword silvered? Not, is it?
No.
Okay, so it takes 3 damage.
Phew.
All right, Sylvia.
Battering.
All right.
Battering ram a go.
Battering fist.
Damn it.
And you've got the 5 added on to that one. So that one, it just rocks what's left and it pulls back and gets ready for another strike. The Phantom Warriors on the left, they all attack Victor, but this one now passes through. Let me give its con save. Fails, so it takes how much was that?
33.
33, that's right. So that one, as it passes through trying to get to you, it disappears. And again you hear that whispered, "Must return. Defend."
Return to who exactly?
And you have only 2 in front of you, which both swipe at you. Top one, a crit and a miss. You took 18 from that one. Bottom one, 23 and 11 is a miss. So you took 18 on the first one and 7 on the second one.
Ugh, I do not like you people.
It's a good thing you just regenerate all that damage every turn.
Pretty much, yeah.
I don't regenerate 25, I'll tell you that.
All right, Dirok.
5 health, regenerates 5 health per second, and there's nothing you can do about it. I am so sad no one is understanding that. Fine. I am attacking.
Oh no, I get it. I get it.
I don't.
I'm just not saying anything.
Is this one in front of me still alive?
Yes, it is. You do
I'm attacking it again.
14 damage, only I've got a sword in the way again. Let me get it up there so I can grab the edge of this thing. 14 is all that was left of it. You hear the same whisper in your ear as it evaporates.
Do I have to re-roll?
Return.
Do I have to re-roll in order to attack again, or what?
No.
Because I thought
No,
you said
that-
that it was still
I-
alive
I-
from the first.
No, it's the 14 took it, and the second one, you're attacking the northern one.
Yes. And I am
And-
yelling at Vlad, move!
Vlad or Victor?
Oh, sorry, Victor. I don't know why I'm getting them mixed up again.
Oh, I do the same
10
thing.
Foot, so I'm
we
not
all-
occupying the whole
We all do the. He just wants you to get back, is all. That one disappears, and again that same identical whisper. Must
Oh, hey, yeah.
return.
I got 2 kills. We will go ahead and do the second one. Yes, so I have 7.
Vlad.
In case you haven't noticed, there's sunlight that way. Not a fan.
Vlad and his Celeste. Well, there's only one left over there. I think you guys can get it. Vlad is going to move his movement towards Apotus. I'm trying to grab my ruler. There we go. So yeah, he just slides up in Apotus' DMs. And spinning down the hallway after him, can't quite move as fast.
Did you just say you slide into your grandmother? Because that's Apotus' DM.
Oh! Oh!
I make no regrets
I
opening
got it
those
now.
can of worms
That,
from last
that
time,
deserves an
but
applause.
I
Rude.
got it.
Ah,
Sorry.
sad,
I would say you walked
sad.
into that, but you kind of
As It's a good thing
Wonderfully
Santa.
executed.
Good thing Santa isn't here. He would definitely disapprove.
Well, we already know that Riz is not
We
being
already
visited by Santa. He's being visited by the Krampus. It's
Yes. Okay.
What's
And
stacking
we'll cast Cure Wounds on opponent.
Okay.
He's just like, I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen.
You get
+3, so 13.
11. You get up to 11 improvement there, POTUS. Okay.
And those 2 spirits also have to make the wisdom saving for Spirit Guardian.
Wisdom DC, what, 16, 17?
17. I suppose I should re-roll the damage, shouldn't
I'm trying to get this to respond. Okay, a 3 does not make it, and a 4 does not make it. So they both take 15 radiant damage. Let's see what happens. And they are now no longer feared. So let me... That one takes 15. And it is no longer feared. And this one takes 15. And is no longer feared. Only one fear remains.
You know, I figured that since everyone else is doing it, I might as well join in.
Well, sooner or later you got to destroy them anyway, so, you know. You at least separated them a little so you didn't have to take them on 8 at a time. All right, POTUS.
Well,
Mike only has 15 minutes before he's got to leave for work.
well, we're gonna bring all this stuff over. We're gonna attack this guy. We're gonna be like Deputy.
That's a
gonna be
miss. And that's a hit.
Oh, that's a major miss.
Yeah, your Sunblade also missed. So the 16 radiant damage on the bottom one. Got a sword again. There we go. 16 radiant damage on that one. That's only the second batch of hit it's taken because it had been out of combat for it. Okay, so we move on to Victor. Roll your
Alright.
moonbeam.
Okay.
Victor Moonbeam.
Yep, I'm doing it now.
I'm just saying Mr. Victor Moonbeam. Alright, con save. One roll only. And that is a 14, which is not enough, so it takes 29 damage. You hear that whisper as it evaporates.
All right. And for once, the range that Moonbeam can move is actually relevant. Because I can only move at 60 feet at a time, so...
Yeah, I'll just make it to the other door.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to totally block their path backwards, so I'm going to put it there. Actually, let's see. I'm gonna give them a little bit of a way around it so they can squeeze past if they have to.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, but now I can't get through to go and fight over there.
Sylvia, fist into the wall, if you would.
Battering ram.
Give it a
go!
fist pump. That's a hit.
By the way, what is that?
Yeah, the wall is bulging towards you seriously.
Gagoosh. Gagoosh.
And I'm waiting
I
to
thought
see.
that was you making all that noise, D-Rock.
The wall crumbles at your feet with only a slight... Sylvia, you can't quite get through, but the wall is probably grabbing it and just yanking some brick out would make an opening big enough to get through.
Ah! Oh, hello,
Big enough for who to
Sylvia.
get through? Big enough for who to get through?
Anybody could get through if they just pull a few more bricks out. It's almost open enough to get through.
All right, knowing who's on the other, figuring who's on the other side because the rest of my group is not there. I would like
It's
to,
like right on the other side.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to move the hand.
Okay.
Let's see here, just making sure I have the right measurement out so I know where I'm stopping it. Uh, 30, 30. Yeah, so I'm gonna move it its full movement of 60 feet, and I'm gonna put it right over there.
Okay.
But I'm going to change up what it does because I can do that from from the Big B's clenched fist to the grasping hand. So as soon as I don't think I'm close enough to grapple the thing, depending on where it is, unless it's not there at the top of the staircase, then I'm just gonna use it there to kind of be a block.
Okay. As it starts to kind of halfway reach out, you can see this smoky, sooty thing flap back away from it and hiss. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, if it's within range, I'd like to try to do a grapple on it.
That'd be next turn because you've used it this
Okay.
turn.
Yeah, the action.
And the warriors over here are going to, the two that are in action will swing at the POTUS. Top one is swinging 1, 2, come on, come on. 14 and 12 doesn't hit. The bottom one, 1, 2. 2 misses on them. And it is Dirok's turn.
Alrighty. How far along? They are way past. Alright. I am going to go up here. What do I see? I don't see the hand anymore, do I?
No, but you see a gap in the wall, sized maybe 3 feet high and 1.5 feet wide that you can look through, and you can see Sylvia down at the end of the hall.
I see an opening. I want to Kool-Aid Man through the door.
Okay, give me a strength. Give me a fist attack. If you have such, just give me.
I want to ram myself through the door.
Okay, give me an attack roll on anything.
Oh, I can't use my strength check?
Not in this. Just give me an attack roll, like with your weapon. You stagger. Yeah, you actually staggered into. You came around, saw this, swung, and wound up. Not sure which way. Your feet kind of got crossed up, and you slammed into the wall. And you kind of look out and realize there are dangling bricks that you can probably just reach out and pull out without having to slam into anything. So if you want to take your next action to just pull some of the bricks away, you can.
I want to ram myself through the wall. Derek thinks one thing: smash, not politely pull brick by brick.
Vlad?
Vlad is just going to have his spiritual weapon move 20 feet farther into the room. Can't quite get into combat with anything. Vlad himself is going to move. Oops. Vlad himself is going to move farther in. Right there. Just staying behind a POTUS, and he is going to use his bandages on a POTUS.
Okay.
So that's 6 plus 10, so 16 hit points per game.
So an additional up to 16 hit points for a POTUS, and it is your turn, POTUS. I'm going to try to finish this up.
The things also have Spirit Guardian there.
Oh, yeah. You roll that again. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was terrible damage.
All right, so that's ADC Wisdom 1. All 3 of them?
No, I'm keeping just out of range of the third one.
Okay,
All
we're gonna
right.
attack the top one.
They both failed and took 9 damage, so let me take those off so I'm properly. Let me move your sword again. I can't get to him. 9 and 9. All right, attacking the top one, you said. Hit for 6 force damage.
And then
Both of
Sunblade,
those-
if 29 and 20 hit, then that'll
They
be
do.
30 more radiant.
30 more radiant. This one is looking in real bad shape. Not much left of him. He's just a breeze away from vanishing. Victor?
All right. Let's see. Victor is going to go ahead and move his moonbeam again and drop it on the ghosts over there. And pretty much stay put. Don't want to really get any closer to the light.
Right. Give me your roll.
All right.
All right, DC 16 con. 1, 2. They both saved, so they only take, that's 33, 32.
16.
So 16 damage. And that top one, let's see if I can get it. The top one vanishes with the whisper. Sylvia,
It is. Alright.
Give
Now
me-
that I am.
give me a dex roll, a straight dex roll in the hand, or however you use the grasping. If there's
Yeah,
an actual spell
double check
mechanic for it.
Yeah, I'm just double checking it real quick. Posting it up here so you can see it also. Or it's not going to post at all. Oh wait, there it is. Let's see here. Hand grapples huge or small creature within 5 feet. Strength score to resolve grapple.
Okay, strength, a straight strength grapple on that. It looks like
I'm not sure what to roll for that though.
you would roll your strength roll apparently.
Oh, I'm doomed.
What are we talking about? Grasping hand?
Yeah, it's a strength
Yeah.
strength
You
off
use the-
grapple.
You use the
Because
strength of Bixby's hand.
Yeah, good, which is 26.
Okay.
So that would be a +8. +7? +8.
Okay, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I have to actually roll in terms of dice though. Was it 1d20 plus 8?
It would be 1d20 +8 because I don't think it has proficiency with grapple.
And I am going to give it there. The thing is going to also roll a dex roll. The fist. Go ahead and roll your d20.
Ah!
Yeah, it manages once again. The fist, the fingers close on the thing, and the same way that it happened with Victor, it like oozes and falls apart in the grasp, and then reforms and disappears on up the stairs with a hiss at you.
Would it be considered a medium or smaller?
Yes,
Then the hand would have advantage.
it manages to elude, however, on it. Because of it has a smoke quality to it that makes it elude. You can roll again, is what he's saying.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately that's up to you. If you're saying it eluded, then
You can roll again, and if you get a really high roll, I will say that you managed to grasp it just as it disappeared out, but it tries to evade and get out of your grasp. So if you
Okay.
want to roll that again, you can.
nope.
Nope.
Even lower than the last time.
It disappears again. It hisses at you, and again, it almost gives you the feeling like it's waiting for you. All right, let's see if we can finish this, because Mike is probably, this is his last turn on this. So Phantom Warriors, that one is still unable to move towards you. This one strikes at Epotus. 1, 2. Come on. 11 and 17 do not hit. It, as a bonus action, it disappears from in front of you, just vanishes completely from in front of you, Epotus, and it reappears beside Victor.
Oh, that's cheating.
It's
That is
just like,
cheating.
you just see like almost a dimensional door swing around it, and then it just reappears. And
Excuse me, you're not supposed to be here.
at the same time, the one that was desperately trying to get outside of the room, clawing its way, trying to get outside of the room, also disappears.
Uh-oh.
But it does not reappear anywhere. Duroc.
I need to do a wisdom check to see if I would have noticed it. Yes, I noticed it. Alright.
Okay.
I see a new enemy, and I am going to attack it. I am very disappointed that I could not break that wall. Oh!
Okay. It vanishes. It no sooner appears than it hisses its farewell words of, "I must return." And it
Can I use
vanishes.
my second attack to break?
Yes.
Well done, Dirok.
Yes.
Alright, I am taking care of this wall!
The wall
21.
falls completely apart.
Ah!
Yes, yes, very good. You will get your meat and your pudding.
I'm still
Wow.
raging.
You are-
I don't understand what he's saying.
You are out of combat.
And with that, I should probably go.
Yep.
I have 2 minutes left, but it's
Okay.
just 2 minutes.
So
As for
this is where we will be leaving it. You can either barricade yourself in one of these rooms or whatever you choose to do next time. But that will be in a couple of weeks. We will not be back until after the new year. And I hope the real Santa Claus is good to you all.
Oh, DM, before we depart, just because I haven't actually made a terrible decision in weeks. Duroc has broken down the wall, that is correct. Since the Bigby's hand has not actually grabbed the creature, I and the hand are gonna go up those stairs after it.
Okay. The last thing you will see, Sylvia, one second. Let me.
Doing it. Bad choices go around. Bringing the new year with the wrong.
That's right. So the last thing you see before we break, then. Let me find where your token is residing on this map. Can't find it. Where do I have it? No, there they are. Okay, they're outside the wall. All right, so the last thing you see is you come up the stairs into a very destroyed looking area, and you see the smoky dragon disappear over this jumble of ruined stones and beams ahead of you.
Okay.
That is the last thing you see. It turns right down a corridor. That is where we will end it. Anybody have any other things?
I can see icons I don't think I'm supposed to see, but
That's okay. I'll fix that later.